Oh, it's dead. No, people like Cardi B.
But he looks hot on a horse because he doesn't wear a shirt when he does it.
He probably doesn't even drink Red Bull.
Nothing Pacific, a non-specific podcast. Esplanade, home of the hottest homeless homeless.
This is episode 3 of the Nothing Pacific podcast, a non-specific podcast where me and Marty kind of just talk about whatever until somebody can tell us what to do because we don't know what we're doing. We've got
one question.
We've got
Did you inadvertently hit a note from the movie Dumb and Dumber?
No. We have a Twitter, an Instagram, and a subreddit. Our Twitter is Nothing Pacific Pod at a non-specific pod. We've got an Instagram called Nothing Pacific, and subreddit is just Nothing Pacific. So if you're listening from, I don't know, the Republic of Congo, or Brussels, or San Jose, California,
Germany,
or that place in Germany whose name I couldn't say right, and I'm not going to. Give us suggestions, give us feedback. Tell us how much you hate us. And if you've listened to part 2 of 2, I guess, whatever, and you were looking for Trump and conservative shit, I just thought it was going to be easier to trick somebody to listen to this, so
duped. Instantly duped.
Yeah, so like I said, music.
Yeah, I like for you guys to top that intro.
So,
music.
So last week there was a very small amount of homework that I gave to Marty.
I fucking like 6th grade, man. I did do it, all right.
And I asked him yesterday if he did it. It was to just go watch the first Black Panther movie because the new one's out now, and I'm gonna go watch it this afternoon.
It's like your teacher sending you a text to do your homework for Monday. It's weird.
I drove up to you, I rolled down my window, and I talked to you, and then we talked about it. We talked about work shit.
That's even worse, though.
I guess.
If I'm made to do something, I just don't want to do it that much more.
I didn't make you do it. I just said, yeah, there's a little homework, just so we had something to talk about. Okay? Because I like movies, I like music, I like drinking.
Good God, man! It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
It is not 9 o'clock. It's like fucking 11:58.
Almost lunchtime.
Yeah.
Oh, make sure you move the mouse, bro, because the screen's going no.
If the screen goes black, we'll be fine. If not, you can just disable that from happening.
How the fuck do you disable that?
Go to your power settings.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it later.
Because I don't want to just sit here and record for 2 hours and then it's like, oh.
We don't have to record 2 hours. It might be better if we just do an hour this time and then not have me try to edit it. And then, like, our first episode was 37 minutes. Our second episode is an hour 15. Originally, we sat down, did 2 hours, and I figured, oh yeah, I'm just cut the fat, whatever. I didn't know how to do the time setting to where I could just see the time on my laptop. I figured it out last night, so now I know.
You live and you learn.
Yeah. It's like, it's eating food you're not supposed to eat. You're like, oh, this is going to give me a disaster diarrhea. Maybe I shouldn't eat that. But it tastes so good.
Like bad turkey.
No, that actually didn't fuck me up too bad. I ate, my mom made turkey like a week or 2 ago. I ate about half of it in a sandwich and then started eating the next bit. It was like, oh, this is bad. It was fucked up. This isn't the first time I've done something like that. Was that UNM? And they have like this little, like it was like the size of a closet type convenience store thing.
Yeah.
And so I got one of those blueberry Danish muffins, the blueberry and cream ones, you know, the long ones.
Yeah.
I ate about half of it, sit there, and was like, there's something weird about this. This tastes funny. And I started looking it over, and since it's blueberry, you can't really tell. And I turned it over, it's like, oh, it's moldy and bad.
It's moldy blueberries.
Yeah.
I went to the gas station one time and I bought a sausage egg biscuit.
Those are diarrhea central. Whether they're good or not, they're gonna make you shit your pants.
I must have an ultra strong stomach because it doesn't do any of that to me. But long story short, I took a bite of it, and I was like, it has an extra
Funk.
funk to it. Like, this is a little weird.
It's a little musty.
Open that fucker up, there's mold in it. It turns out I bit a big chunk of the mold. I was instantly thrown in my truck.
Oh, I bet.
It was pretty fucked up. Like,
Oh.
really, really fucked up.
We're not a heavy segment type of people. We throw up. Oh.
Should we check the audio on this? See
No,
what
we're good. It looks pretty good so far. That's why I backed up away from the microphone. I don't know if your microphone's working. We're actually on our second little mixer box thing, and
Dropping like
it
flies
seems
in
like I personally I think if it's mic, whatever, you're fine. But this is mic instrument, and I think that's why we have a lower thing on it. Although this is also supposed to work with Mac, and my laptop doesn't pull it up for whatever reason, so whatever. That's life.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like the Mr. Rogers fucking trolley.
Probably.
Yeah, you know the little trolley comes in, and then you meet King Friday because he's born on Friday the 13th. So you meet the fucking stupid tiger whose name I can't remember, and all the puppets, the Puppet Town. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I grew up with Mr. Rogers, bro.
Oh, so did I.
It was the funniest meme I ever seen of him was Mr. Rogers in his like normal gray sweater, the grapper sweater,
Mm-hmm.
and homeboy's holding an AK-47, and it says it was during like the time of like racism and riots and all that shit, and it says not in my neighborhood, and I remember people were getting slammed because they were like, holy shit, Mr. Rogers has a rifle. It was pretty fucked up.
Did you ever hear those theories about what it was like growing up? Or him and Bob Ross, like, oh, he was a sniper in Vietnam, and blah, blah, blah. And then, like, turns out it wasn't him. It might have been Bob Ross.
Well, they said Bob Ross, all the paintings he drew, or
Or places he shot people.
yeah,
No.
or where he hid the bodies.
The actual truth about that is that Bob Ross was in the Air Force, and he didn't like getting yelled at, so that's why he has that calm speaking voice.
Bob
That's
Ross,
it. It's nothing exciting. It's not exciting.
Yeah.
Reality sucks sometimes. In other news, or current news, guess who else died?
Oh, okay. I know the answer to this question. My wife told me last night. Drawing a blank.
Huge pivotal thing of the 90s.
MC Hammer. Just kidding. No.
No.
Close, but no.
Fucking Batman.
Batman.
Kevin Conroy, the voice of the animated series Batman, died.
Really?
Last night, the night before. Wednesday night, I think.
Somebody else died. Oh, and that the
Aaron
Aaron
Carter.
Carter thing that we talked last time was confirmed.
That was drugs? Or...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. You don't just drown in your bathtub.
Where's some floaties, guys? Like, really. All these movie stars, when they get into the bathtub, they need to fucking put some floaties on.
Well, who else died
Save your life.
in the bathtub? Morrison, him,
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. We know how she died.
How did people die in the bathroom? Bunch of non-swimmers?
Well, like things like heroin and stuff, it's a downer, so you kind of
Yeah.
get that slump
Makes you
and
go
that
night-night.
drool, and yeah, and so they just slide in. I wish I had a bathtub big enough to fucking drown in.
I thought that sentence was going to go totally different direction.
No.
I wish I had some heroin. What?
No, opiates were never my thing. That's not a drug I ever really like.
Stay
It
away
was
from
just like,
opiates,
this is
kids.
shitty.
Stay away from opiates, kids. It's not good.
If instead of doing the DARE program, just bring them the Espanola, take them to the homeless camps and go, see, that's what drugs do to your life.
That's
Oh, there is no maybe. This is like a pretty clear, this is probably going to fucking be your life, depending on when you start. If you start now, that's definitely your life. If you wait till you're a lawyer, you'll end up here eventually.
I thought about encouraging all the users to camp out in front of the mayor's office. That'd be like, hey, pop a tent there. It's a neutral ground. Let it ride.
Does
But
our mayor actually have an office?
yeah, City Council Espanola.
Oh.
His office
Oh.
should be there.
I've been to his house to pick up his trash, and he was there.
Please come out
In
and
the
say
middle
hi.
of the day. Well, he waved and everything. He's like, yeah, thanks for picking my trash. Like, well, fucking put your dogs inside, dickhead.
Your dog's gonna try to attack you. He's waving at you
No.
like, oh, they're not that bad.
I have been attacked by people's dogs, but not his. His dogs are nice. Don't get me wrong, they're just in the fucking way. But they're big. Like, there's those big, white, fluffy dogs.
Like chows.
No. I said white.
Oh, chows?
Chows are brown,
Chows aren't brown?
usually.
Yeah.
They're usually brown. No, they look like big polar bear dogs.
Oh, what are
Yeah, you know
those?
what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Almost like a Labrador, but like long hair and usually fat. Yeah, his dogs are nice. Half the town has red heelers, and one of those fuckers bit me on the ankle.
Those little fuckers are
They're
super
good
quiet.
dogs.
They're really smart, really trainable, but they're quiet as shit. You don't see it till the last minute when they're on you.
Oh no, I knew they came up because I did same area, pick it up from them all the time. Although getting attacked by dogs isn't as bad as getting attacked by pigs.
Yeah, pigs are no joke, dude.
It's
Wild boars.
You know what's fucked up though? It's happened more than once.
To you?
Yeah,
Where
3
the fuck-
times.
Where the fuck do you get? Oh,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, those fuckers are notorious out there.
So twice, somebody was like fostering these pigs, like big 400-pound things, and they're bigger than you.
Yeah, they're massive.
It's alarming because they're like bigger than you on the ground, just moving. It's like
Yeah.
and they move quick.
Yeah.
And they nip at you, and
They're little fucking
it
tusks.
no, they're not wild pigs.
Oh, they're not wild?
No. These are pigs somebody owned.
You got
And they were
something to
attacking me. No, I got something.
Random ass shit.
And
It's not a Red Bull.
anyways, so pig comes after me, so I get up on the porch because he had like a really nice deck. They were like redoing their house and whatever. And I didn't know pigs can jump,
Yeah.
but they don't really jump like a cat. They like just kind of like
They do
off
like
their front legs and just like, oh, that's fucking
They do like a
weird.
fucked up hop.
Yeah, my mom's dog does that, but that's only because he's a tiny little old wiener dog.
And he's a pig. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, those pigs attacked me twice. The other time I was walking my dog at like 2 in the morning, right?
Why would you walk your dog at 2 in the morning?
I was awake and he wanted to go out, and I was like, fuck it, dude, let's do it.
Fuck it, let's roll.
It was just me and him, so that's like, there's like a nights on
night
weekends
out.
I didn't sleep, so if I wasn't drinking, I was just fucking watching TV or playing video games, whatever.
Walking the dog.
Anyways, so I walk down the road, get to the very end of the road, and I see something move past my eyes. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I look, this huge fucking pig comes running at us.
Jesus Christ.
And my dog is a pit bull. Is like, what the fuck do I do? Because I've been attacked by other neighbors' dogs because they just let their dogs free in the neighborhood. I'm the only person that would walk their dog and get fucking Humane Society called on me all the time. It's fucking it. They probably stole my dog. But anyway, so this pig's come running at us. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do? I just sat there, picked up my dog, and fucking was like, trying to kick at the pig. The owner comes running out. Oh, sorry, he got out. And I looked at his house, and there's no fucking way. He's keeping this fucking pig in his trailer. Like, these are old 1980s single wide trailers.
Jesus Christ.
Like, you live with this pig.
You could not put anything past people these days. I have learned
No.
that people are fucking crazy, man. Like, I've seen some shit where I normally wouldn't say, like, okay, that seems normal. it's very out of the fucking blue, like a pig in a trailer.
Example?
Got an example? Oh my god.
I mean, Georgia, pigs, trailers.
When I was in surveillance, we caught this guy selling drugs on the gaming floor.
Okay.
Called law enforcement. Law enforcement, he see, like, where the casino was, you could see out the front door, so you could see the whole entire road where law enforcement's coming.
Uh-huh.
The fucking guy pulls out this, like, Inspector Gadget balloon. Just out of, like, I don't even know where the fuck he got it. We watched him the whole time.
Like a regular balloon?
Yeah, like a party balloon. Like a fucking
The
Party
cop
City
did
balloon.
or the kid?
The guy with the drugs.
Oh, okay.
And he walked out the front doors. He saw law enforcement coming. He pulled out the balloon, and you could see it clear as day, like plain picture.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks all his drugs into that balloon, and starts walking towards headed towards the gas station. Like he's making a beeline to get away from law enforcement because Stater drove right past him, didn't even pay attention.
Right.
So we called the dispatch, let him know, hey, Stater passed by him. Dude with drugs is in the yellow jacket that your officer just passed by. So as soon as they dispatch it to him, they spin it around,
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, he spins around, heads towards him. As the cops headed towards him, we have another camera angle view, like the guy's walking towards us.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like I want to say like a golf ball size balloon, sticks it right up his butt.
That's totally
in
doable.
plain day. There was an old lady.
Did he like squat down when he did it?
He
or
lifted
was
his
he?
leg as
So he
stood
just
on
kinda
one
like-
foot and
So it just looked
And-
like he was. I don't know what.
he
that
shoved a
looks
golf
like.
ball up his butt, basically.
That's not that hard.
In broad day. That's not that hard. I have never stuck a baseball in my ass.
You said golf ball.
I mean golf ball or baseball.
A golf ball's not that big.
It
you
was
can
be-
sit there and go, I've taken poops bigger than the golf ball, okay?
Oopsies. No, but he shoved it up his butt. Law enforcement saw it.
Uh-huh.
The little old lady at the gas pump saw it, was fucking amazed. She's like, we have video of her going, oh my goodness. Like, the cop gets there and he's like, well, he talks to him, stops him, all that good stuff. And he's like, well, he comes back to review the footage. We show him exactly what happens. But
Right.
you couldn't see that it was actual drugs. You could see the brown substance because it wasn't tested at that time. So
You
at
can see that he put something in
Yeah.
his butt in the parking lot.
yeah, so they couldn't prove it was drugs. So they told us we could get him for loitering, take him to jail, and they could find it there. I said, yeah, it sounds like a good option. Like,
How come they didn't do for, not indecent exposure, but like indecent acts or whatever it's called?
well, his butt, the way he had his hand in his butt area and his pants were up, so he didn't expose anything.
He doesn't. That's why I said not for exposure, but for like lewd acts. That's what it is. Lewd
Lewd
acts.
acts, yeah.
Like this dude's clearly put something in his butt
Yeah,
or in his pants, and
but
that should be enough to go. Yes, that's something. So we need to check his butthole out.
yeah.
Make sure everything checks.
But make sure we find the golf ball.
Yeah.
No, but
What exactly did you put in your butt, sir? A golf ball. Why?
the thing
It
that's
turned me on.
The thing that's scary is that he did it like without hesitation. Like some people would, like a normal person would be like, all right, this isn't right. But he was like, right up there.
Yeah.
I ain't going to jail today. And they let him go.
Well, I mean,
Didn't do nothing to him. I was shocked. I was like, okay. I was like,
there's enough there to sit there and go like, okay, you could have nailed him for this, that, and the other. You guys just didn't want to put your hands in a guy's butt. Which, don't get me wrong, I understand.
and the
like-
stater exactly told us that. I'm not reaching up there. I was like, okay. Like, I get where you come from. My allergies just kicked up. What the fuck?
A lot of the casinos hold onto old footage so they can review or give it to cops or whatever else.
Yeah.
But they usually keep them on file. So one of the guys at work was showing me how to do it when they like go look at all the old videos. So
Yeah.
a lot of the videos were me just watching old people fall.
Dude, those are the best. By far.
Well, there's a line. There's a line of how old you are and how bad the fall is for
Yeah.
what's funny. Like, if it was a young person who had like a seizure at a
Those are
slot
the-
machine,
those
like,
are the worst.
okay, they're young enough, they're probably fine. If it's an old person, you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
sad. Now, if somebody's walking out the
Dude.
back door, slipping some ice and fall, it's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, dude.
But-
I saw my director fall with his hands in his pockets on ice.
Ooh.
And he's like I want to say like 350 pounds, big dude.
Was there a splat sound when he hit it?
It's all like he had his hands in his pockets, and he's walking very carefully, like barely shuffling his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And he hits the ice, dude. And he turns into like a baby deer, but with his hands in his pockets, and
Right.
he just slaps the ice and spins. And he gets up. He's like trying to get up, and his hands are stuck in his pockets because of the way his body is formed. And he looks like a fish, like just
Right.
getting caught and thrown on the boat.
Well, like I was saying, these old videos, we'd see people sell drugs in the casino,
Yeah.
and like I said 2 weeks ago, 2 episodes ago, these cameras they can see very well, very closely. They can see exactly what you're doing. They'll zoom in and everything.
Yep.
I don't think Walmart's that good.
No,
I don't think they care that much either. So go ahead and rob them fuckers blind. But the casino cares.
Not the point we want to get across, but
I'll make any fucking point across. No, but like there's a few videos of like people selling heroin and shit, like the little pills
Yeah.
and balloons of it, passing it. It's like you can clearly see what these people are doing,
yeah.
very plain as day. And then every now and then after a while, there as the videos get newer, I guess you'd see people that get like they go in the bathroom to get high,
Yeah.
and
Doing
see
lines
security
off
go
the
in.
urinal.
No, I mean like
I've-
smoking
we've
fucking
caught-
fentanyl in the bathrooms.
Security's caught people doing lines off the urinal. That's how
nasty.
disgusting that. Well,
Like, if
cocaine
it's-
is disgusting itself, but because of the way it's made. If it's not stepped on shit and it's
You
pure,
need some
then you don't have to
gasoline.
worry. But if it's stepped on shit, like which it is in New Mexico, you fucking it's.
Look, if you can taste the gasoline in it, let's just hope you're not paying full price.
Yeah.
But
if you could
no.
taste the stepped on part, you probably got duped.
No, the best part of it though was watching these like tough fucking gangbangers.
What the fuck was that?
This guy walking a dog.
There's no dog on there.
Yes, there was.
Oh.
Don't fucking pay attention to them. People can't see that. They're
Oh.
only listening to us.
I know, but we're giving them a play-by-play of what's on right now.
Anyways,
Ah!
there's like the little holding area. It's like the smaller than your bathroom here.
Yeah.
Real small room with just a single chair and a camera. And there's always like these like tough gangbanger dudes crying their fucking eyes. I'm going to jail. I want to go to jail. What the fuck
Oh,
did
yeah.
you think you were gonna happen, man?
Yeah.
Like they say, oh, if you do the crime, you gotta do the time. Blah blah. Fuck that. If you do something and you get caught, you better be fucking well prepared to get caught.
What do they say? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes?
Not even that, man. It's just like, man, the fuck up. You know what you were doing.
Yeah.
You did it in a public place, in a place with tons of fucking security. What did you think was gonna happen?
I don't want to go to jail. This
Oh,
is going to
no.
add to my history of rap sheet.
Oh no, I pooped on the floor of Walmart and they're mad at me. What's going on? I did work at Walmart and that happened a few times.
I did too. I worked loss prevention at Walmart.
I worked in the toy section during Christmas.
I worked.
It was
Oh, God.
so much fun.
I worked in electronics during Christmas.
I wish I could have worked in electronics. They wouldn't
It fucking sucked, dude. My manager was a bitch, first of all. He was just like a fucking straight up asshole. And then my manager for loss prevention, she was pretty cool. She kind of knew what she was doing, but she didn't fully know what she was doing.
Uh-huh.
But she would just like make rash decisions and last second send you out there. And then you got to deal with the repercussions when shit falls off
Right.
or shit hits a fan.
So I've had a lot of jobs where I should have been fired from, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time I think it's just because the managers thought I was cute. I used to be a lot skinnier and a lot cuter. And all my managers were 40 to
90.
70-year-old females.
Jesus.
The one at AutoZone, she definitely just kept giving me breaks because she thought I was cute. My manager at Walmart, it was kind of like a toss-up between me and my buddies. Like, yeah, you guys are doing great, da-da-da. I'm fucking drunk right now. Oh, then again, AutoZone, I showed up there drunk constantly.
Jesus.
Drunk or hungover.
What kind of parts do you need? So you're the guy who sold me my wrong part.
No, I was good at my job. Don't get me wrong. I've never been bad at a job. Except for Applebee. No, Chili's. I worked there for about a week. They stuck me in the back of the kitchen and was like, no, fuck this shit.
Yeah, I've had those jobs where I just like, fuck this, I ain't doing this stupid shit.
It wasn't as fun as I thought it was going to be. Because nobody spoke English, so it was boring. But,
Fucking $4 an hour.
no, I was making pretty good money. Like $7.25, I think, at the time. That's before I joined the Army, so it's like 2008, 2009.
Huh.
No, not 2009. 2007, 2008. But, yeah, so when I worked there, somebody actually, at Walmart, somebody had like shit, like there, because you know the toys are always right by the bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
And so they have the little things of the movies and shit in the middle of the aisles.
Yeah.
And I walked out there and I looked and I see it.
Is that a toy?
It's like, that's a turd. And there's like plops down the road. It's like,
Oh.
they were more solid than liquid, so it was noticeable.
It's more solid.
And I kind of looked around. I was the only one there at the time. I was like,
Walk
not
away.
dealing with this.
Walk away.
Walked to the back corner, and I told my buddy Buddha, who was working with me, was like, hey, dude, check it out. Don't go in the main aisle. It's like, why? Somebody pooped on the floor. Just ignore it. About 45 minutes later, we hear a scream.
Oh, God.
One of the ladies from like 2 departments over slipped in it.
Oh, that's that coming.
So this old lady slips in this shit, falls down, screams.
That's going to be my new motto.
The manager
You
comes.
just slipped in the shit.
Yeah, kind of. Manager comes, everybody's freaking out. Me and my buddy Buddha are looking, is like, see, I told you, don't be involved. people with like the hazmat kits and mops and shit. It's like, we would have had to do that. Let's go back to playing with toys.
Just gonna go construct this Lego set while you guys clean the shit up.
I did steal a lot from Walmart though.
You stole a lot from Walmart?
Hell yeah, dude. I stole Legos. I stole fucking
Legos,
Star Wars.
You criminal.
Fucking yeah. I had a Boba Fett action figure that I used as a Christmas topper for like 3 years until I lost it.
Nice.
Greatest thing.
I keep trying to get my family to change out the angel on top of the tree with something.
Do it when
funny,
they're not paying attention.
Huh?
Do it when they're not paying attention.
I know.
Is it one of those
I think that's a plan.
white angels? Like it looks like a full doll.
Yeah.
I had one of those growing up. But
A typical traditional Christmas angel. That's what we have.
is there? I don't know. What you should do is go online, look up those paper printable things.
Yeah.
Find a Mandalorian helmet. Print it out, cut it out, fold, glue, stick it on the angel, and see how long it takes for people to notice.
That'd be pretty sick.
It's next month. You can do it pretty soon.
It's going down.
Just make sure you
updated on that plan.
Make sure when you color it, make sure it's like the same color as your angel. That way they don't notice it right away.
Yeah.
And don't do it like within the first week.
A nuclear explosion could go off in front of my family and they won't notice. I guarantee you they will not notice.
Oh, then why even put the angel up? Are you one of those families like Dad's got to put the angel on or the star?
No.
Like it once everything goes on, it goes on.
No, I sit there and I drink like a Coke and I watch the kids and the wife decorate the tree because I fucking hate decorating trees.
It's not hard. It's just.
It's not hard. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm just saying I would rather not decorate a fucking tree. Like, it's boring. It's more fun watching my daughters just decorate it because there's going to be some shit that pops off between them. And they're like, it's arguments. It's pretty funny.
With my mom, it was always like we get a real tree cut down or bought or
yeah.
At some point, I think it was fake a few times. But you get it, put it in the stand, put the skirt on. It was there for like a week or two before anybody actually put decorations on. And then it's usually my mom was like, all right, take the string of lights, do the string of lights. And you sit there, you got to go from the top, go in and out, all the way around. And that's the worst part about decorating a tree.
Dude, we have an 8-foot tall tree that spins.
Fuck that.
That spins.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that.
No, you just set it up, you turn the switch on, you plug it in, it spins. So putting the lights on are easy because you just put them on the bottom and you just let it spin and just keep lifting your hand and it decorates itself. It's smooth. Yeah, it's like.
I told you it's still gonna record even if it goes out.
Alright, fuck it, we'll let it go out then.
I mean, you could just plug it in.
But
anyways,
back to the tree. But it turns out that my cats that we have 2 cats.
Cats love trees.
Millie and Reese's. That's their names.
Millie, like Millie Bobby Brown?
Yeah, and Reese's, like the cat.
Yeah, that's fucking easy.
And
no shit.
Those two, when we first got them, they hated each other. But Christmas time, they love the tree. They'll sit in the tree and spin around in circles.
I bet. Cats are fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I love cats, don't get me wrong.
And the dogs will sit there and watch them like, what the hell are you guys doing? And they're just...
Fuck you, you tiny bitch.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Cat looks at him and is like, yeah, well, you get to go outside and shut the yard.
Yeah. Our cats are very conceited.
Most cats are.
I'll tell you. I've learned the trick with cats is you don't give a fuck about them, and they turn out to love you because they want that attention.
Yeah.
Because when we first got Reese's, I was like, this fucking cat is going to do some stupid shit. Like, I was so frustrated with the cat. And now, like, she comes to the bed and she's like, rubs up against me, then she goes to bed. Like, she fucking loves me, but I just ignore the shit out of her.
I just want you to know I love you. Good night.
Yeah, it's like stepbrothers. I love you, but I still hate you. It's like, it's how it is.
When I lost my dog, however you want to put that, I went to this lady's house. It was just before the pandemic had started. Like, no, it was just, like maybe a week or two before it started. So I go to this lady's house. Huge yard. Old trailer, but it was like really nicely done. Like, have you ever seen those really high scale trailers from the 80s and 90s?
Yeah.
Wood paneling everywhere instead of like drywall.
Yeah.
So she had one of these houses, and it had a few extensions on it, but she had about 50 cats in her yard.
Jesus Christ, she's a cat lady.
I counted them. That's how I know.
I keep telling my oldest daughter she's going to be the cat lady.
It's all good, man. There's nothing wrong with that, unless you're pregnant. But So we're walking to this house, like, because I'm there to give her a quote on fixing this ductwork and shit. And she's like, yeah, there's an opening here, there's an opening here. And as we're walking around, it's like, oh, don't worry for these cats. She picks up a kitten and moves it aside. I was like, oh, what's wrong with that? Oh, it's dead.
What the fuck?
It's like, you fucking bitch. And then you see another one, like, eyes all crusted shut. It's like, oh, that one's, someone not opened its eyes? It's like, no. I was like, that one definitely has something on its eyes. That's not whatever. So I was like, give me a minute. Call the salesman, let him know what's going on. Call my boss. I was like, look, there's a, not even that. It's that there's a mom cat with a bunch of fresh kittens. I don't want to go under there because I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good. And so he was like, all right, cool, whatever. Just do what you can. Go through, look. It's like, yeah, your shit's fine. Whatever. I don't want to be here. I'm allergic to cats. It's not good.
Me too.
But I looked at that cat with the little eyes and I was like, look, Vinny, there's a little cat here. Its eyes are all gunked. She just tossed a dead kitten to the side. And he's like, all right, fucking grab it. I was like, okay, cool. Picked the cat up, little tiny kitten. I had my it's like a green leaders book from the Army that I used for like ductwork stuff. So I just kind of like hid the cat, took him to the car, set him there. Talked like, oh, okay, bye. Like the whole ride there, like I had the kitten like in my crotch, driving back. Get to the office, like, hey, Vinny, here he is, blah, blah, blah. Now, Vinny is his old, gruff biker. He's real abrasive character, right?
Yeah, but has a heart.
For animals.
For animals. Yep.
Like, he grew up in Hartford, Connecticut. Not in Hartford, but outside, wherever. Like, he told me stories of him growing up. Like, that's where he grew up is where the Ringling Brothers used to bed down for half the year.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he's always been around animals.
Yeah.
Especially circus animals and shit. So, he knew cats. I was like, all right, take care of him. Him and his wife take care of the cat. They get him back to health. And he's like, yeah, we just don't know what to do with him. I was like, I'll fucking take him. I don't have anybody. It's just me. Take the cat home, name him Lemmy, after Lemmy Kilmister. Meister, however you say his last name, from Motorhead. Great cat. As he's getting older, he used to run through the house, fucking just ape shit, just blah, 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 and then he'd like come up and he'd attack your feet.
Yeah.
And it was fun up until he decided I'm gonna do this in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And at the time I slept on the
3 a.m.
yeah. And at the time I slept on the couch, so he'd get all the way up to your face, and then after a while I just started like snatching him out of the air before he pounced. Pinned to the thing, sit there for about 5 minutes, let him go.
And then he's good.
Yeah. He's a great cat, man. But, again, he started getting older, so he wanted to go outside and be an asshole about it. So I'd get home from work, give him his food, give him a treat, sit down, relax. He'd either come up to me at the computer and start bugging me, or he'd sit at the front door, just, meow, 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 meow.
Escalating it.
It's like, what is your problem, dude?
Yeah.
And so I always just kind of imagine he was sitting there saying, cat business. Cat business. Cat business! I got cat business!
Cat business.
And
the goddamn door.
eventually I'd let him out and just whatever, but
Yeah.
he was a great cat. And then I brought him here, and then he got same shit, started screaming, eventually got out the dog door. He either
Figure out how the dog door works.
Yeah, either he froze
shit.
to death or the neighbor dogs got him. I don't know.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's usually how cats end up on the wrist.
Yeah. It was the same night as Bob Saget died, so I'm blaming him.
Bob Saget.
Goddamn Bob Saget.
Marijuana's not a drug.
You ever suck dick for weed?
I seen it.
That's a great movie.
It's like, yeah, half of it. It's one of the...
Apparently that's not even
Iconic
how the
movies.
movie was supposed to turn out.
I know. It was... They said there was something that... They were supposed to go in a different direction, but the way it unfolded, they just left it, so...
Yeah.
It's like, shit.
It's a good movie though.
Ow, I just popped my elbow. Let's go outside.
Alright, yeah, let's take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Break time's over.
yeah, we'll cut that out. But,
Fuck. So it's Friday. Just want to shout out to all the veterans out there for saving our asses over the years. Ibrahim's a veteran, so that's why he went. Not saying thank you, Ibrahim. All right, I'm saying.
so I did look up
Kick ass.
I did look up what's free today. Freddy's is giving out a card or for a free meal that's good till the end of the month, I might get one of those.
Fuck yeah, dude. Take it.
I mean, it's better than going to Chili's or Applebee's where it's kind of like, oh, here's your free meal, and it's just a sad fucking meal.
Yeah. Here's your egg and one sausage.
No, it's usually like a steak with like asparagus and potatoes, but it's like a quarter the size of their normal amount. It's like a child size. I don't know if that's just because I was in a military town when I went, but Golden Corral used to be free too.
Really?
Golden Corral was the shit.
Golden Corral is still the shit, man.
Yeah, but there is none anymore. That's one of the things that died in the pandemic.
Albuquerque's still Golden Corral.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
We were there the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Off of Coors. You drive where Valor Dental is. Shout out to Valor Dental. Give me a discount on my braces. Just kidding. No, it's off of Coors. It's right there. There's like a whole food center there, like Jimmy John's and all that shit. There's a Golden Corral right there that fucking still.
All right,
still throws down there, man.
I'm not gonna go to Golden Corral today, but I'm not making that drive. But well, I'm by myself. I'm not doing that.
Not going to Golden Corral by myself.
No, but like
I go to a restaurant and ate by yourself
all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I do everything by myself.
Why?
I don't have a lot of friends.
Give me a call. I'll go eat with you. I'll take the kids with us.
No, but like there's always something cool, but then you see things like, yeah, that'd be fucking awesome, but we don't have that here.
Yeah.
Like 7-Eleven.
Oh, wait.
Which is weird because the Speedway does 7-Eleven stuff, so it's.
Yeah, they used to be 7-Elevens. Now they're
Speedway.
Yeah. Boring.
Yeah, but I mean, like this is Friday. This will be out Monday. So who knows what's gonna happen between then and there? Maybe somebody else will die.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, like Offset died from the Migos, and then Aaron Carter died, and there's also Queen Elizabeth. So rap is doing really hard right now.
Yeah, because we know Queen Elizabeth used to throw some flows down.
She was a
that's what I wanted to talk
thug.
about. Do you know what frustrates me in the United States?
People like the Queen?
No. People like Cardi B. Bitch can't even put his sentence together. Made $50 million last year. I just saw her fucking financials. It's fucking nuts.
So
like,
here's the
thing. That's how she talks.
Who cares?
What the fuck? Put a sentence together. Learn how to talk.
Okay, Beatles. Biggest band ever, right?
Seal. Just kidding.
Okay. Kissed by a rose. No, but the Beatles.
Yeah.
And they changed the way music is now, more or less.
Yeah.
But you listen to their first 5 albums or whatever, and they're just like poppy bullshit that doesn't say anything. I want to hold your hand. That's like the whole song. I want to hold your hand. Or Love Me Do, which is literally nothing. That's the majority of the song is Love Me Do.
I miss bands like the Beach Boys. Like, they had some good shit going on.
Yeah, let's join a fucking cult, the Beach Boys. Let's follow Charles Manson. Oh, the one guy who knows how to surf? He drowned.
Did not know that. Thank you for that info.
Yeah.
But no, the Beach Boys are pretty good. Like, all their songs. Like, they used to fucking hit with their songs.
Well, you know what's really crazy about the Beach Boys? People like, oh, I remember the good old days, nostalgia, the Beach Boys. Everything's so up and fun and whatever else. They came out during the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah.
Like, during one of the most turbulent times in the country.
Yeah.
For people just wanted to be treated like people, like these harsh things. People are getting sprayed with fire hose. Fucking people dumping lye in swimming pools to burn people. Fucking crazy shit. But yeah, the Beach Boys. Let's remember the Beach Boys and how good things were.
Yeah. Says something about their music.
It really made you disconnect from the sad shit.
It just really reminds me of Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii, but every time I think of the Beach Boys, I think of fucking Hawaii. I don't know why.
I think of Kokomo because I don't know what's there.
Yeah. Bingo.
Well, it's like Margaritaville. What's his name?
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy Buffett. Okay, so Jimmy Buffett is this big island music type thing.
You ever heard of
from a guy from the South.
You ever heard Marijuanaville?
Yes, I have. It's a great song. It's much better.
Right.
But he took Margaritaville, made restaurants and a retirement home.
Yeah.
Well, not home, but
Assistant.
subdivision.
Yeah.
I've been by there. It looks nice.
Really?
It does. Yeah. Well, South Carolina does look real. South Carolina's pretty pretty, and then you like sit there and go, "Oh yeah, these people are terrible.
Oh yeah, these people are terrible.
Terrible."
So if we
I mean,
minimize-
there are nice people in
Yes,
South
there are.
Carolina. Don't get me wrong. Hilton Head is a weird beach, which is like one of their bigger ones. Like you can walk out like 30, 40 feet and the water's still waist level.
Huh.
Yeah. And then you go to Tybee Island, which is in Georgia, but it's like across the river.
Tidy
And
Island. Why Tidy Island?
Tybee Island's nice, man. I used to fucking
Holy shit.
what?
Gotta grab my charger.
Pause it.
Alright.
You have to respect human text you all for shut up.
How come I put in breaking news and it comes up with Breaking Bad?
You just look up news.
News.
Biden
Oh.
administration stops applications for loan forgiveness. Kremlin says Kherson status as part of Russia unchanged despite retreat. You fucking idiots.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, just because we pulled out of this city that we took over when we invaded another country, it's still part of Russia, though. You fucking idiots. I like how we went for, what, 40 years
Yeah.
of saying Russia's a superpower, we need to be afraid of Russia, we're going to fight the Russians one day. That's the whole Cold War. USSR dissolves, fucking falls on its face, and we're like, cool, they're gone. Russia's our allies now. Oh, they just elected like 20 years later, they elected the former director of the KGB, but he looks hot on a horse because he doesn't wear a shirt when he does it. Oh, guess what? This guy that ran the KGB, turns out he's fucking crazy and a terrible person. Who would have ever thought this guy that used to be a spy, ran the secret police of Russia, was a terrible person? Who could have seen it coming?
Right. Oh, so sad.
I don't understand how that fucking one happened. Because like Time or people did a big thing on it about him. So who knows?
We should. You can make a comment on our social media and stuff, right? You can post on it and shit.
Yeah. That's why we brought it up at the beginning. It's like if you there's something you guys want to talk about or want us to talk about, go for it.
Let us know.
If you can record a voice message and put it on any of those platforms that we can take and add to this podcast, not that I know how to do that, but do it. We'll answer questions. We'll listen to whatever dumb shit you want to say. If
Tom Brady came out of retirement.
yeah, that's kind of like the whole thing about his divorce.
Why the fuck does he stay in retirement, dipshit? Fuck him.
I was listening to Tell 'em Steve Dave, and they were talking about some of the conspiracies as to why he came back out of retirement.
Yeah.
Was that his marriage was already on the rocks at that point, and he was set to make a certain amount of money because he's going to be an analyst for Fox.
Yeah.
So,
On this news.
so since everything's going bad in his marriage, files for divorce. So instead of getting out of football and taking that analyst position where he's getting a couple $1 million, he just plays another season of football.
Yeah.
That way, his wife isn't entitled to that money.
Watermelon smashing comedian
Gallagher? Or
dead
Gallagher
at
2?
76.
The original Gallagher?
Yeah, dead at 76.
Oh, damn.
Takeoff fans gathered for Atlanta celebration of slain. ...
Weird. You know, his brother took over his whole act and is known as Gallagher 2.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's kind of a weird
I like how
thing to do.
Will Smith slapped Chris Rock into the money.
What do you
It
mean?
says Chris Rock to go live on Netflix first for the. Let me see. Let me click on this bitch real quick. I clicked on it. Hurry up.
Yeah, see, Mark Maron did a fucking
Oh.
podcast on
My
Gallagher.
OneDrive is open. That's what's slowing us down. Now look how fast it goes when I close
It
it.
just means I got more work to do with editing.
Chris Rock to go live on Netflix in the first for the first streamer. What? Gives a shit about that.
Chuck-
Boring.
Chuck Grassley, 89. who was born before the invention of the chocolate chip cookie, will serve another 6 years in the Senate.
Bunch of old fucks.
Why do we let old people run our country?
Because they know best.
They fucking don't know shit.
According to
There was
all
a
the
time.
young generation in New Mexico that
No, not
they
New
know
Mexico.
everything.
It's the whole country. There's this time and place where people said, "Oh, respect your elders." They know how to do it, and that really just comes down to these guys didn't die right away, so they maybe know something. And now it's more or less of, yeah, respect your elders. Why? These are the guys that said smoking is good for you and beat their wives and kids within an inch of their life, and it was okay.
Right.
Yeah, these are the guys we want running our country.
Who is Red Bull's biggest sponsor? American Multinational Computer Technology Corporation, Oracle, was an existing sponsor of the team throughout 2021.
That's Red Bull, the Formula One.
Yeah, F1.
They
F1's
won
the
like
biggest sponsor.
everything.
That is fucking awesome.
Did you know there's only like 20 guys in F1?
Yeah.
Like racers.
Yeah.
But they're like top of the fucking class dudes.
So
So
who's the highest paid Red Bull athlete?
the F1
Max
guy, right?
Verstappen.
Yeah, that's the racer.
$50 million for 4-year contract. It's about $2.4 million a year, and the highest paid athletes in the entire world. But the craziest part, and then it cuts off.
Yeah, well, because you're just cruising through the Google thing.
Who the fuck is Max Verstappen? Is he the F1?
He's the F1 driver.
Is he the F1 driver?
Yes, the only reason I know is because I go through all on
Dutch
Reddit.
race car driver. F1, yep.
Yeah. The only reason I know is because I go through Reddit every now and then through the R all just to see everything that I don't normally see. And Red Bull Racing and F1 is always up there for something.
He's from France.
Oh wow, somebody from a European country is good at doing
no,
European
Italy.
stuff.
Sorry.
Ah, same thing.
Can you imagine? He probably doesn't even drink Red Bull. Fucking poser.
I doubt it.
I
But
think
well,
Red
that's the thing with
every
athletes in
day
them.
gas
Those companies, like Monster, Red Bull, Rockstar,
Yeah.
when they sponsor big events, they use canned water instead of just Red Bull.
How to get sponsorship from Red Bull?
Oh, there you go.
That's what I just put in. Sponsorship. Redbull.com. Shout out to Red Bull. Red Bull sponsors some of the best athletes in the world across the variety of sports. We're not accepting applications for sponsorship, but please reach out with any questions at any of our Red Bull athletes. Oh, there you go. Red Bull's not going to sponsor us, so
Probably would
we
not.
just have to keep fucking shouting them out on our podcast.
Those are athletes, though.
I hope the 25 people that are listening to this bad boy are
29.
fucking 21. Don't try-
29.
I was gonna say, don't try to church it up, son.
Okay.
You know it's 21.
Okay, so Elon Musk recently bought Twitter, right?
Yeah. The
And
Musk.
then one of the big things he did was making it so that anybody can get the blue check verified for $8 a month. It's already been rescinded.
Really?
Yes.
Down.
Because guess what? It was a stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
And so there's like tons of these like people that are pretending to be major brands like Chiquita at Chiquita Brands.
Chiquita.
We've just overthrown the government of Brazil. The reply to that was Chiquita at Chiquita. We apologize to those who have served a misleading message from a fake Chiquita account. We have not overthrown a government since 1954.
But we did it today.
No,
Sorry.
those are both fake accounts.
Oh.
They did overthrow a government in 1954.
I'd like to congratulate Chiquita on their accomplishment.
I'd like to thank Chiquita Banana for fucking Jamaica up and keeping it a third world country. Because
know.
without that, we wouldn't have Bob Marley.
Right? Jamaica is
Or
fucking...
the theme song to Arthur on PBS from Ziggy Marley.
Isn't Mandela from Jamaica?
That's South Africa.
No, not Mandela. Who is it? I know Bob Marley, David Marley.
His whole family.
Yeah, the whole Marley family. And then there's one more that is very specific that is from
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Fucking Cool Runnings, best movie ever. I will throw that out there right now.
John Candy, a
Yup.
bunch of other dudes who's... Some of them are popular now.
From the island, brother.
Probably shouldn't do that. That's racist.
That's not racist. That's me being a fan of fucking Cool Runnings. Man.
I'm just going to do a kind of racist accent.
That's not racist. It's just fucking talking like how, like I grew up with Cool Runnings, man.
It's a little racist.
No, it's not. Stop with your racist.
It's racist.
Your ponytail is racist.
Say what?
I said your ponytail is racist.
I don't even have a ponytail. I keep it in a bun.
No, it's fucked up. Cool Runnings is by far the best movie ever.
I don't know.
Ever.
I mean,
up there,
Ninja Turtles 2.
Ninja Turtles 2, Dumb and Dumber, and Cool Runnings is my top 3. Easily.
Did you know people hate those movies? Oh, and
Everybody
Super Mario
hates
Brothers
everything
movies.
these days.
Super
There's
Mario
so
Brothers
much
movies.
hatred in this world right now.
Well, like, I like bad movies. I love bad movies. Super Mario Brothers is one of those favorite movies I had because I grew up with this great movie. It is notoriously known as being a terrible movie, including John Leguizamo and the British actor who played Mario were drunk the whole time. Like,
Yeah.
they fucking hated doing that movie. Dennis Hopper did it for his grandkids, kind of the way the guy that did Gomez for the Addams Family did Street Fighter.
Uh-huh.
And then he died of cancer. But yeah, I mean, they're bad movies, but I love them because there's an amount of nonsense that just works.
You ever seen The Great Outdoors with John Candy?
Yes, I haven't seen it forever.
And Dan Aykroyd? Fucking, that's up there with those other movies.
Well, it's like,
Those,
well, if you love the vacation movies, you're gonna love that movie. Then you're gonna love Uncle Buck because you love John Candy, and then
dude, I just watched the whole vacation thing when I was at COVID for the first day. I watched all of them back to back. I watched European Vacation, Vegas Vacation.
that's
Those
rough.
movies are fucking epic.
I like how the kid that played Rusty became the guy from the Dead Zone.
Huh.
Like, yeah, he went from being like the '80s biggest nerd, turned out to be best friends with Robert Downey Jr. Go figure.
Robert Downey Jr. is probably by far one of my best favorite actors.
Really?
Yeah.
You ever see Chaplin?
No, I have not seen that.
You ever see him on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you ever see...
Dude.
I actually don't know anything.
Dude is one person I really don't like, but I think they're funny as shit on Saturday Night Live.
Who?
Is the one that Kim Kardashian just broke up with. What's his name?
Pete Davidson?
Pete Davidson. Have you seen his Saturday Night Live bit?
What do you mean? He was on the show for years.
No, like I never knew that until like
Really?
Until like he became famous. Like not
He became famous for being on Saturday Night Live.
No, I'd never seen him on Saturday Night Live.
And before that, he was just a regular stand-up comedian, like as a child.
Yeah,
And his dad died in 9/11.
yeah, the whole thing though in 9/11. That's what I mean. That's when I first heard about it. I didn't really fucking go.
Did you see The King of Staten Island?
No.
It basically covers like his dad died in 9/11, then he grows up in Staten Island. Bill Burr plays his stepdad or something, and then he goes back to the firehouse and meets everybody and learns his dad wasn't a complete asshole and all this other.
Is that where he gets a tattoo, like tattoos or random shit?
I have no idea. I just saw the movie.
I think I might. Yeah, I think I might have seen it.
It was on Hulu for a long time.
Watch, check this out. This is fucking music.
Dead air.
Dinner. Dude, when he did with Kim Kardashian on SNL.
Oh, when she was on.
Yeah, when she was on, and then his court case, the trial teacher was Ronda Rousey. Fucking, I lost my shit on how funny that was. He fucking.
You know we can't play that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like. How come we can't hear it? Oh, because we're recording now.
Probably.
But, dude, tonight when you get a chance, check it out.
All right.
Absolutely fucking epic. Like, that's where I started liking Pete Davidson because he was actually pretty funny on there. He hits his role perfect.
I would assume he has to be pretty funny to get on that show.
Will Ferrell is another SNL that's pretty fucking funny.
Will Ferrell, Mike Myers, not John Candy, fucking Chris Farley, David Spade,
Chris Farley,
John Belushi, not Jim Belushi. Which is weird because, like, you say Jim Belushi, you think John Belushi is like, yeah, he's the funny one.
Yeah.
And then you see Jim Belushi show and it's like, you're not as funny, but...
I read Jim Belushi's book. What the fuck is it?
How My Brother Died.
No. Everybody knows that one. No, it's I bought it at the dollar store for like $1.
You know he's a pot farmer now?
Yeah.
Like,
And,
he had a show on TV, too, for it.
Or what is
The show
it?
sucked.
What's his book called? I have it at the house. It's called The Only Tough Men Are Assholes or something like that. I can't remember what it is.
Only tough men have wide assholes.
But but he says some pretty like hardcore shit in his book. Like when I read it, is he talks about like his brother and how
Real
his
men
brother,
don't apologize.
Yeah, real men don't apologize. Or whatever. So it's like real men are assholes. So
I hate those kind of people, man.
yeah,
It's
but
like, oh, this is what makes a man. Not really, dude.
well, he actually talks about his life and like the way like shit played out and like the crazy shit that he did and all that, and how he's like remorseful for some shit. And
I'm sorry I gave my brother those drugs.
I should have never given that 20 for that bag. Yeah, no. What do you call it? It's a pretty interesting book. I read it. He tries to give like life advice in there, which I don't take because obviously.
I'm super rich and
Wow.
famous. Here's how you can be super rich and famous too.
Dude, that is
Have a brother who's more talented. Die.
that is every motivational speaker on this fucking planet.
Well, it's
I'm
like
rich. Well, here's how you could do it. Stop being lazy eating Cheetos on the fucking couch. It's like
I mean, there's degrees of it that are true,
yeah,
but there's also like a high amount of luck.
yeah,
like, you could
it's
be
opportunity. It
the
all
most-
comes down to opportunity. If you're at the right place at the right time,
Yeah. Well, it's like
there's a good chance you may.
there
do
was
something.
a Will Smith movie where he's a homeless person playing violin or the cello
Yeah,
under a bridge, and then somebody happens to come along, and then he gets all this money and gets rich, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
like the pursuit of
that's
happiness.
all fucking luck.
yeah,
Like,
Pursuit
yes,
of
you're very
Happiness.
talented. Is that what that movie is?
No, there's another one, Pursuit
Oh,
of Happiness
fucking-
on Wall Street, where you fucking. Damn it, my phone's going off.
Pause it.
God damn it.
Hit the button.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Okay, so recently, recently I've been reading the new Ninja Turtles comic book. Like all the tie-ins, everything. It's 134 issues.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it starts at the beginning, and it goes through the Ninja Turtles' original life, because it turns out they were reincarnated as turtles.
Huh.
So Shredder, Orokosaki, and Splinter, Hamato Yoshi grow up in the Foot Clan. They're like the second generation of ninjas being trained. Turns out Shredder's also somehow the reincarnation of the guy who originally started the Foot Clan. And then there's gods involved and everything, and they bring him back to life. That's how Shredder becomes in present day. So Splinter and the Turtles come back in present day because Baxter Stockman, the guy who runs TCRI, like from the original Ninja Turtle movies, he had a company before that, StockGen. They were experimenting on animals with the ooze that they got from the Utrom, which are like the bubblegum head alien,
Oh.
fucking Krang. And then it goes into this,
Right.
yeah, and so it goes through this whole arc of them. Eventually Shredder dies, then he comes back to life, and now he's a good guy, and there's a whole city of mutants, and it's a pretty good fucking story.
I'm pretty hardcore.
Yeah, and it's by Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon?
Yeah, Nickelodeon produces the comic,
Huh.
of all things.
You ever heard of the Disney Channel curse?
Mm-mm.
All the actors that played on the Disney Channel, they tried separating their image from the Disney Channel, and it like destroyed their lives.
Like who?
Like Hilary Duff and fucking a bunch of other ones. Like
I don't think it really destroyed them.
one of
It
the
just-
main ones was Miley Cyrus.
She didn't destroy her shit. She fucking blew
Well,
up.
there for a while she destroyed herself. For like
She did drugs and got weird. Oh
yeah,
my
because
god.
that was her trying to separate. That was the only way to like separate herself from Disney Channel stuff. Like,
Yeah, but it worked.
It
I mean,
worked.
it's creepy when you think about that her dad was involved in it.
but like Britney Spears' daughter or sister,
She got pregnant.
yeah, she got pregnant. and She did some other shit too that got her disassociated with Disney. That
And then
was-
you hear about her whole family. Turns out her dad's also a massive piece of shit. Go
Yeah.
figure.
that's
But
pretty much, yeah.
I mean, Justin Timberlake seems to be doing pretty good. Same thing
JT's
with
the man. Like he's
Ryan
a
Gosling's
good
doing pretty good. He's not a good dude. He's also mostly to blame why Janet Jackson's career was fucking destroyed.
dude. You did rip her boob off on.
If he actually ripped her boob off, that'd be more entertaining than just showing a nipple.
Well, he ripped the pasty, he ripped the pasty off.
It wasn't even a pasty. It was It was like a breakaway bra.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see this titty.
Yeah, I remember when that happened. Everybody was like, "Oh my god!"
They say that's why YouTube was invented. The guys who created YouTube couldn't find a good enough video of it online, so they created YouTube.
Huh.
And now you can't show nudity on it unless it's educational.
This is an educational movie.
Yeah, or waxing, or naked yoga,
Or waxing. This is how you do a Brazil wax on YouTube. This is
Yeah,
for
they're there,
educational purposes.
and it's not censored.
And somebody's spread eagle. Fucking.
But
I don't even know how people wax their private parts, bro. Like,
you ever plucked a pube?
yeah, it hurts.
The first
I got
few
caught in my
times.
zipper one time and it fucking yanked it.
I get white pubes every now and then.
Dude, I don't know. I don't want to know about your white pubes.
I'm not that old. That's what's weird about it. And it was like, why? Why do I have
Salt
white
and pepper
pubes? So you just kind of pluck it out and like, there, I'm a young man again.
It's actually pretty funny because, like, I don't grow a beard. I don't grow a mustache. I don't grow anything.
But a full bush.
But full bush, full Barbara Bush is where it's at.
Barbara Bush.
I just dropped my candy.
Fucking, it's your fault, not mine.
That was an accident. I had one in my hand, but
Barbara Bush hit a guy with a car.
that's the only area. That's I don't even. Why am I talking about this? Like,
Who cares?
the
I mean,
dudes in
like-
the Congo are gonna be upset when they hear this. Like, whoa, this guy's talking about his
No,
shit.
we're not talking about women's pubes, so we're good.
That's why I'm saying. That's why he's gonna be upset.
No, like the body hair. Like, look at my legs. Like, oh, these, like almost no hair. Right?
Yeah, I don't grow hair on my legs either.
Like, I'd be surprised. Like, I'm glad my wife doesn't grow more hair than me, but
I
she's
know-
Filipino, so she doesn't shave. But I saw this picture on Old School Cool on Reddit.
Yeah.
There was this chick on a beach in the 60s or 70s or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Real pretty lady, and then like the more you
Oh,
see, the more hair you
I'm
see.
gonna tell you a sick story after this.
She had more leg hair than I did. That's a lot of hair. So it's like, wow.
So when I was a ranger at the lakes, I don't want to say where, but because they're
Power Ranger. Worked for Zordon.
Yeah, morphin time. No, when I was a ranger at the lakes,
Sometimes when I
There's
get
this
drunk,
thing-
I like to do the hand motions for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Go, it's crunking time.
But anyways, when I was a ranger at the lakes, my boss had printed out this thing, and it it was fucked up. So it was nude pictures of women that had very hairy areas, like they were fucking full of hair, and you would look through it. It's like you would look. There was like 7 or 8 pictures, and then at the end, there was a picture of an exorcist that was supposed to scare you, and so. You've seen that, right?
No.
Where there's
You're just going through hairy. You're just scrolling
No.
through bushes that's been printed out. And
no.
then
Watch,
there's-
I said it kind of wrong. Okay, so there's pictures of different things, like different things in front of the women with hairy parts, like
Oh,
this
kind of
one.
like Austin Powers.
I'm talking like 80s vintage women, like that pose nude.
Yeah.
And so like there's different pictures. There's like cartoons and stuff where you flip through it, and then when you get to the last page, it's like the exorcist that's trying to scare you. But it's a woman from the 80s that is fully fucking full Barbara Bush going. And so, when you get to the end, you're supposed to be like, oh god, that's gross, and then you're supposed to like flip it away.
But in reality, you get an
But-
erection and you're like,
But no,
"Eh."
but this is the funny part. So they left it on the desk, and we had these old guys that would come in because they were doing like property maintenance, like they would cut the bushes down and stuff. And we had this little guy that came in. He's like in his 70s, and it was so growing up like during that time. And so he gets the page, he starts looking at it, and he's like, oh, I remember these. He's like flipping through it. Then he gets to the end where the 80s vintage porn is, and he looks at it and goes, oh yeah, that's a woman right there. All of us in the Ranger Station lost our shit, dude, and we were like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Because it's like a beat up vagina. Like, it looks horrible. It's like the worst image possible that you could find.
And only you too can be body shamed at Nothing Pacific Podcast,
Yeah,
where
but
Marty
no.
thinks your vagina's gross.
That's fucked up. That's not what I said. But that picture, it was just horrible because everybody that looked at it, they're like, "Oh, that's fucked up," and then they would like throw it aside. But he was the one guy where he's like, "Oh yeah, that's a woman." And from that day, we looked at that guy very differently.
It was like
every day.
You ever see Blue Waffle?
No, I've heard about that.
Just look it up.
No, I'm not blue waffling my Google search. There's no fucking way.
Okay, so it's like this necrotizing bacteria. It's on the other side.
God damn it.
Necrotizing bacteria on a woman's labia.
Oh.
So it's gross. Now, we were talking about this with my medic one day. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, I've seen that shit for real." We all looked at him and was like, "No, fucking bullshit. You've never seen that." He's like, yeah. It's gross. He's the one that explained to his necrotizing flesh. It's not actually an STD or whatever. And supposedly it's not real either. I don't fucking know. But he was telling us that, like, yeah, I saw this. This girl came into the clinic and she's like, yeah, it stinks down there. It's kind of fucked up. So as she was peeling away her panties to show them, it, like, peeled skin and shit off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Body shaming.
That's not body shaming. That's fucking learn to take care of yourself. Fucking you disgusting people. But that's about an hour. It'll get edited down to less. Like I said, we don't really know what we're doing. We're just mostly talking about whatever. If you've got an idea for a segment, I like doing some kind of current events sometimes. Maybe we'll just date who died this week. Because people are dying all the time.
Dropping like flies.
Like comic book artists or rap stars or whatever Aaron Carter was.
And we could add some important people there too if we want.
Jesus Christ.
Too dark? Too soon?
Yeah. Like I said, we don't know what we're doing. We're just kind of making this work. We're going to do this once a week. Maybe if we do 2 hours in one day, we'll edit it down in a two-parter like episode 1 and 2. I don't know.
3 and 4 maybe. I don't know.
But if you have suggestions, comments, concerns, go ahead and message us on our Twitter, Instagram, or even in the subreddit, Nothing Pacific.
Nothing Pacific.
And that's pretty much the same all the way across the board. I don't remember what it was. I don't want to look it up again. But, yeah, you guys have a good week. Maybe I'll think of an actual ending.
And if anybody knows...
If anybody knows what?
If anybody knows anybody from Red Bull, let us know. Because we really want that sponsorship.
I just want to make some money.
I don't care
I
about
am
the money.
financially involved in this at this point.
I don't care about the money. I just want to drink some free Red Bulls for once in my life. I spend most of my check on Red Bulls.
That's...
Every
I drink a lot, but that's a problem.
Fucking day, I buy a Red Bull. I just bought a Red Bull 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, so did I. Oh, fuck, it's in the car still.
Mine's in the trash can. I'm still waiting for some sugar-free good shit. I love it.
All right, you guys have a good week.
Do the outro.
I didn't do fucking...
Music, bitches. We just did an hour podcast, and you fucking pull out a microscope for your phone.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking cool. I bought it at Hobby Lobby. I was gonna say, hey, let's look at stuff like my white pubes.
We're not looking at your pubes. I don't care how hard you...
Oh, look, it came with a honeybee leg.
A honeybee leg? What the fuck? Where did you get that?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby?
Yeah,
I love Hobby Lobby.
So do I. It's supposed to hook up to your cell phone, so let me pull this shit-ass case off.
Jesus, don't break your phone.
The only way I've broken phones is smashing them into walls on purpose because I was angry.
That's what she said.
No, she was a fucking problem. That's why I smashed my goddamn cell phone.
She was the fucking problem.
Alright, so... Should probably look at the instructions. Yeah,
This
clips
is
on.
amazing.
Attach cameras, both smartphones and tablets. It's supposed to work on both, so, okay.
Clip that some bitch on there and get this rolling. This is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, if I can figure the fucking thing out.
I think it probably goes...
It's supposed to clip onto the cameras, but let's reverse it. Flip it, reverse it, turn it up.
Put your thing down,
And
flip
reverse
it,
it.
reverse it. Okay,
I don't know the
Elliot,
fucking
let's
words.
Keep going.
I know the tune. I'm spit in your mouth.
What? Jesus.
Yeah, that was in the music video. She's like spitting a dude's mouth.
Is she worth it? Let me work.
I'm gonna shit in your
Man's
mouth
trying to
and
put his
reverse
teeth
it.
down for her to reverse it.
God, you cocksucker.
I think it might go the other way, isn't it?
It's supposed to work with both cameras, but I think the front facing is easier.
This is some bonus clip for you guys.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, man.
There you go, like that.
Yeah, but
There you go. Looks like a giant dildo shooting out from your phone.
science! It's all about science!
This is fucking amazing. I hope you can see the little hairs on the bee leg.
I don't know. Let's find out. Like I said, you can just buy this at the fucking store. Pull that out. Oh, it's got a little light.
Holy shit, dude, that thing is legit, bro.
Yeah, if I can get it to work. Oh shit! Look at that,
No way.
dude. Check this shit out. This shit's fucking cool. Oh shit! What did I hit?
What'd you do?
I think I bumped it. Fuck you. Check that out.
Dude, that is fucking sick. You can see the little hairs on the bee leg.
Yeah. You can see right through the thing, man. It's pretty cool. It's only got one camera on the goddamn back,
Yeah, I know,
dingling.
but you can move it, dick work.
Oh, dick work. What does that
I
fucking
don't
mean?
know. I just think of random shit. Like when you move it a little, like.
Yeah, next week we're gonna experiment with this microscope some more.
What is it? Your man's gonna walk around and take some samples and some things.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
then we're
around
gonna-
while I jizz into a cup.
No, not like that. No, but you're gonna put it between the sample thing, and I'm gonna try to figure out what it is.
All right, that sounds fun. 200 to 400 times optical, 500 to 1,000 times digital microscope. Test light and instructions.
Dude, that's
Where's the instructions? I didn't get no fucking instructions.
Look at that. You see this little joint in his.
Yeah, see, if you guys wanna like a really cool science experiment for your kids at school, go to fucking Hobby Lobby. They got cool shit there,
Now
man.
you could buy your kid a grade.
Yeah, most kids did anyway.
I know. I did that too. So either way,
Yeah, that's cool shit, right?
all right, that's pretty legit.
And that's our week. You guys go fuck yourselves.